right, my dudes and dudettes, welcome back to another Midnight with Otaku. I mean, maybe Midnight with Otaku. I don't know. I'm kind of working on some things right now. Anyway, what's going on, chat? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. God, it feels good to be back. Okay. So, little context. I apologize for a delay stream. I know I said I was going to stream at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, which is like around the evening. But when you leave your streaming equipment alone for a little bit over 2.5 weeks, you start to have bugs. You start having connection issues, like lighting issues. Like right now, what I'm having right here, the camera I'm using right now is slightly delayed by maybe 1 or 2 milliseconds. I don't know why it's doing that, but God damn it. Feels great to be back. Feels absolutely great to be back. Seeing some familiar faces. I'm seeing some new people. Yo, welcome, Nikki. Welcome to the chat. And Blaze Dog, how you doing, my dudes? And Niji, welcome. What's up, my bro? Good. Sorry. I'm feeling really good right now because I just literally got over like a tension headache that went from a migraine and then a headache and then a tension headache. And then now I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do tonight. We got a lot. So part of the reason why the stream was slightly delayed, I had to make sure I had everything prepped for you guys, right? I initially had everything set up last week, but obviously what happened last week, we all had Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to spend time with my family. You know, I just wanted to spend time with my family as much as I could, because shortly after Thanksgiving was wrapping up, I got a notification from my job, and they were basically telling me like, oh, you have to report in for MAT or MET. And I'm just like, cool. That's extra money. And I'm not going to complain with that. I think that color is fine. Yeah, I'm not going to complain with that. But it happened at a point in time when I was like already like 100% immersed in the delicious turkey, right? I was already feeling like nostalgic and lethargic at the same time. And then should I debate having dessert over having a second plate of the turkey? Because whatever the case may be, I was already like literally freaking fatigued. And then my job's like, nope, you got to report in on Friday in the morning. And I'm like, damn it. So, you do what we got to do, to provide for our family. So that's a big key reason why I wasn't streaming last week. Even though I had everything prepared, I was ready to go. But at the same time, my replacement parts didn't come in the mail. So there was a minor hiccup with my sponsor, New Type HQ. And I asked them if they had any like spare Monument model kits in their supply, and they did. Unfortunately, around the time when I asked for a request, even though it was like 5 days in advance, they were already bombarded with Black Friday like shipments, so they couldn't get to my stuff. That's fine. They're running a business. They got to do what they need to do. I'm just blessed that they actually had any in stock, because this is a pretty hot kit. Everyone wants this model kit. So, without a doubt, Harry for New Type, you guys see his video. Seriously, thank you for getting me a Monument in a timely fashion. The guys were very nice enough to get this to me sometime early this week, if I'm not mistaken it. They did give it to me half price because the packaging was slightly damaged. A couple bumps here and there, but I got this for the parts. I got it because, as you guys know from my previous stream, once again, thank you, New Type. I don't mean to butcher that as much as I can. You guys have no idea. This kit's like going for $300 on eBay, and any other third party that's actually trying to sell this model kit are either sold out, well, there's just not any available to buy at the moment. So every time I looked on eBay, it was like $300, $400. USA Gundam, New Type, they were running out of these suckers really, really fast. And there was really nothing much I can really do about it, except pray that my sponsors had some in stock. And thankfully, I was really lucky enough that they did. So I'm incredibly grateful for that. Let me just do this real quick because I knew I forgot something. So again, honorable mentions, New Type HQ. Thank you guys so much for getting this to me in a timely fashion. Another honorable mention, Gundam Play Store. This man is a cool dude. He's been trying every opportunity he can to sponsor me. I might take up on his offer to do some sponsorship videos, because when I was trying to look for replacement parts for this bad boy, everyone was like completely out of stock, like I mentioned before. This dude was nice enough to say like, hey, I will send you one for free. Just give me a shout out. Who does that? Like seriously, who does that? That was super nice of him to actually give me that opportunity, but I declined it. I declined it because I don't want to take advantage of anyone that does offer me something like that. And at the same time, it's a very expensive kit. Everyone's trying to get it, so I'd rather have someone else get it before me to build it. And that's what we did. But we've been good friends. We have a good working relationship for like a little bit over 2 years. And the dude's just super, super nice. Like seriously, if you see this video or you watch this live stream, I'm tired, chat. Please hit them up. They're a wonderful, wonderful team. I think I purchased a kit like from them 3 years ago, and I think it was the Barbatos Lotus Rex or Lupus Rex, and damn, they're cool dudes. Please go check them out. I highly recommend them. Check out New Type HQ as well. Check them out. They're great people to work with, and they always have tons of model kits in stock. Anything from Gunpla, anything in between. So enough about me pandering and giving nothing but praise. But it means a lot just to say that, because these guys are awesome. So again, thank you guys, thank you. So last week, a lot happened. A lot happened with this kit. Some parts were missing. Some parts were just downright gone out of existence, and some parts broke. So this is kind of the key reason why I had to purchase another model kit of this, because I could glue the pieces together, but it would take too much time. And then parts that were just downright missing, there's like no way to replace it, except just buy another model kit. So I took a hit in the pocketbook and just bit down and just bought another model kit. And then in that time I was waiting for the model kit to come into the mail, I took the liberty of just doing some brainstorming how I was going to do more LEDs for this model kit. So we essentially got the upper body done. So let's get into this. And while we do that, get some good music playing in the background. I kind of like the soundtrack that we were rolling with in the opening intro, so I'll just let that play out. Get some funk music in here. I'm okay with that. And then I'll find some jazz for us later tonight. It's late. It's late. I wanted to stream much sooner, but due to technical problems. Anyway, I don't want to get too much in pandering to it. So let me discuss with you guys what ended up happening. So for those who are new, welcome. And thank you for hanging out with me in the live stream. Anyone that's new, hey, welcome. So in my previous video, I think it was part 4 or part 3, I forget which, but as we were constructing the torso, everything was going incredibly well. That is until we got to this little part right here. This is up in the upper torso area. When I was trying to put these pieces together, I put it out of sequence. The one thing that this kit will do maliciously is tell you that you're not supposed to go off the rails. You got to go at a certain pace and a certain procedure to put this guy together. And if you do that, there'll be consequences. So in an attempt to put this particular piece on and then trying to take it off to put another piece that was supposed to go ahead of it, it broke. It completely broke in half. And for those who were watching me in the stream, I was literally screaming internally, just downright just screaming, because this kit's really hard to find. And I thought to myself, you know what, I can just roll with it and just consider it as battle damage or just like a wear and tear in the model kit. But that part just bugged me for days and days and days. And I said, forget it. I'll just buy another model kit. I'll just buy another one. So that was going on. And then another crucial part on this model kit was the head. So as I was constructing the head, I was completely missing the baseball visor. Like, I was literally missing this. I looked everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I even had my sweetheart come in the garage and help me look for it, and I couldn't find the thing anywhere. We looked everywhere, dude. And everywhere, you know, we took some time to clean up around the garage, so I'm very happy with that. But at the same time, we were just like, I don't know where this piece is. And in hindsight, I'm kind of glad that it did disappear, because in the course of trying to fit these pieces where they need to go, trying to come up with a color scheme, and then more parts start to break off. Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, this is becoming a problem. And the thing is, I'm not rushing this process. I'm not. I'm having fun. And more things broke. So one part broke, one part missed, and then when I tried building an arm, well, this one's already fully constructed. So this one, I'm very happy how this turned out. When I was trying to build the arm around here, about the elbow joint, this part broke. Completely broke off. Now you're probably asking yourself, is it because the plastic quality is really bad, or is it just something wrong with the kit overall? No. Like I addressed before, and a lot of you dudes and dudes can agree with me, these pieces are incredibly tight to one another. Any kind of finagling, any kind of like last minute, like, oops, I'll just take this part out and then put it back together. Nope, you'll break something. And it happened to me twice. So, you know, the important lesson with this experience is just, man, just take your time. Just take your time, and then a lot will happen. So, and the thing is, I wasn't rushing it. Everything just kept breaking. So, in conclusion, we got all the parts we have. We got everything to get as much as we can tonight, because tonight we're going to get both of the shoulder pads for the Monument done tonight. We're going to get the head fully assembled. I am kind of debating whether I should repaint this. I kind of like the color scheme I have here, but I might do another one since I have, you know, spare parts. But we're going to get the shoulders done. We're going to get one arm done tonight as well. And if we're really good on time, because I do plan on streaming for like 3 hours, and I do mean we're going to get a leg done. So I have been working on this for close to 3 days tops, and just trying to get like an overall color scheme, what works, what fits, and then how I'm going to work with the LEDs. Because the one thing that we worked on together in the very first 2 videos was putting LEDs for the thrusters. Now, like I mentioned on in the video prior, I said I was going to put thrusters in the foot at the very bottom of the heel, and I was very much successful on that. So I can give you guys a small preview what I did. Again, very happy how it turned out. So I'll show you the process how we do that, and then turn that on. And we got one foot thruster right there. It's very subtle, but it pulls off the look beautifully. I'm very happy with that. Plus, as an added bonus, I added a green LED light right in the very bottom of the knee. Now, in the original instructions, it's actually a red part, but I'll get into what I use as an alternative for a clear runner. So I'm extremely happy with that. Very, very extremely happy with that. So again, I had some struggles with the legs for like the last 3 hours. Again, it comes down to just like trying to come up with an initial color scheme. I want to do like a combination between like the gunmetals and the copper and the silver, and, you know, just dance around with these color themes, and I think I did a pretty good job. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to try to emulate the same thing like I did on this model kit. So there's a lot that needs to be done. Yeah, so first things first, before we get to the feet, we need to get other parts of this done, because there's like I said, there's a lot I need to get done. So we're going to focus on the arms. We're going to be focusing on one arm, the shoulder pads, and then you guys get to decide on a really crucial part. As we move away from the torso, I'm going to spend some time on finishing this part up so we can move on to the next step. You guys have a very important decision to make for this compartment here. Now, it may not mean something to you, but for the last several days, I've been looking at this part and I'm just kind of like, I kind of like this detail here because this kit actually has a pretty darn good inner frame and it's completely covered up with all the armaments. So I'm trying to debate whether I should leave it like as is, exposed, so you can see all that cool little inner frame neatness, or I can use the actual existing part here that goes on top of it and paint it as a gunmetal. Now, like I mentioned before, I do have spare parts for this kit. So I already took the liberty of spraying the pieces outright on the side to make sure they get done. Let me just see if I can sneak this on here. Yeah, this has been bugging me for weeks. How does that go in there? Okay, it goes in like that. Okay, cool. Cool. As long as that fits, that's all that matters. So, let me give you guys your options. So, again, I'm much more organized tonight. So here's the original one that I've already painted. Give you a little bit of hint of copper on this on the side. That's like the overall arcing theme. It's like mid-tone blues, bold blues, light grays, and bright off whites, and then a little bit of hint of gunmetal. And then you have the other spare piece here, which is like a gunmetal part. So all you guys have to do is say 1 for the original color scheme or 2 for the new color scheme. So all you have to do is just hit 1 or 2 in the chat, and whatever has the highest one, we'll roll with that. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get these last parts here in the upper torso connected. And if you guys have any like general questions, you want to change up some music, because we're gonna be here for a while, please do not hesitate to ask. Please do not ask anything political, because I'm not really into talking that kind of stuff. But you know, we'll see how it is. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of 2s in the chat. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of 2s. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I'll let that roll, but I'm loving the interactivity. That's nice. So, I'm gonna do this correctly, so I don't mess anything up. I don't need to break anything. Lord knows I don't want to break anything. Okay, so that alternative part has to go on first before we put on the baseball cap visor. So I'm gonna look at the chat right now. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. You guys have decided? We will roll with that. Cool. So I'm just gonna put this out there. You guys have been an incredible impact on this build. From start to finish, you guys have been incredible for color choices, lights and darks, what works, what doesn't work, off colors, light colors. Even when it comes to putting in LED wiring, you guys have been awesome. So this build is completely done by the community. I'm just putting my hands out there. So the 2s have spoken. I'm seeing, oh, what's going on, dude? Dude, Lost America, how you doing, my dude? Yeah. Let's see. We lost some music. I guess that was like part of a, you know what? I'm just going to go all on this guy's soundtrack. It's pretty damn good. It's going to hit all. And then, yeah. Let's get some chilled music. I'm going to cut the pop out for one stream. All right, let me just double check, making sure I got this on correctly. Okay, good. All right, let me move this out of frame real quick, chat, so I can plop this down correctly without breaking anything. Because I'm already seeing one complication right now. Let me just reset it. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, not a problem. Right. Damn. That's looking, whoo! That's actually looking really good. Let me tighten it up a little bit over here. So, there we go. tighten that up there, and then we can put in the other parts to put in the visor. The one reason why I bought this kit, this damn visor. 2, because it's, yeah, cool. First time chatting, been watching you for a while, but you're an inspiration, man. Huge fan. Thank you so much, Grizzy. Thank you so much for chilling with us, bro. I hope to do more live streams like this. They're fun, but I'm not going to deny it. I kind of miss doing like high-end video production videos. I miss doing it. I literally was like rewatching one of my old vids from I think last year, and I miss the planning. I miss the time and energy that went into like doing video production. So I'm hoping I can get back to doing that next year. Well, I'm almost certain I will. You know, it's just life, bills, things of that nature. Damn, chat. Damn, chat. Good on you. Damn. That looks really cool. Damn. That looks really cool. Shoot. That's awesome. Okay. So now I got to work on this part, or this compartment. Let me just reposition this over here, so that way I can do this correctly. The music kind of makes me want to have a latte. Yeah, I'm still on the hunt, bro, to look for some good music to play in the chat. I'll put this part last, because you know, it'll distract everything else. But that looks great. Let's see. Okay, the one part that broke. So as you guys see, I got the new replacement. And I spent several weeks just like waiting feverishly for it to come in the mail. So thankfully, all is good. And we're going to put this in there very carefully. Very carefully. Whew. Thank goodness. Okay. Next part. Armaments on the side of the skirt. Just going to put this back on here. Lock that down. We can finally put the I guess you can say support arms there. That looks really good. And then okay, cool. And then I can put this back on here. Satisfying click. Oh, thank goodness. Dude, this has been bugging me for weeks, man. You guys have no idea. My wife can attest to this. It's a bit of a curse when you're an artist. Certain things will just bug you. And this part right here bugged me for weeks, just looking at that crack. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm like, God, if only I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have fixed this. I could have fixed whatever. It is what it is. What is whiz? Ox, what's going on, my dude? Otaku, what's up, my man? Hope your build's gonna go good. First time tuning in, and you're super excited to see your work. Love the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dude, for chilling with us. Thank you so much. We're back. How's it going? Death, we're doing good. Like I was telling the chat earlier, sorry I wasn't on last week. The turkey got the best of me. It absolutely did. And then my job did a 180 on me, so I just had to roll with the punches. Wasn't happy with that, what they did, so it is what it is. But I'm back, so we're gonna get a lot done tonight. So I'm noticing there's a lot of people new to the channel, or not new to the channel, but new to the live stream. Give you guys a quick tour on what we have so far for the LED setup. So right now, we have the main entry point literally tucked underneath here. Let me just. Right there. It's like literally right there. That's going to be the input for the electrical signal, or the electrical wiring, because everything's going to be routed through the action base. But right now I have everything like temporarily set up on one of the legs, so it's going to work the exact same way once I have everything set up. So this is like a good opportunity to test out, make sure everything works. And then we should be good to go on assembling the arms. So let me kill the light real quick for you guys. It looks good. And there you have it. Let me see if I can kill one more light for you guys. Oh yeah, that looks great. Yeah, so like in the previous stream, we were all discussing on what the color of the visor should be. Some said like a bright, some said red, others said a bright blue to coincide with the actual color of the visor. And then others were like, no, green will work really good because it contrasts well with the green and the blue visor. So you get like a nice little turquoise color. But everything else, fudge. It looks great. Cool. So very happy with that. And I'm very happy that all electrical wirings are working just fine. And cool. So last would be installing the Mohawk. Now this part I'm kind of apprehensive right now because I think the bold dark blue, it's a little too loud. But I don't know. You tell me what you guys think. And if you feel like it needs to be repainted, I can do that tomorrow before I head off to work. But actually, you know, it doesn't. It actually works just fine. That's fine. And then the fact that you guys really give yourself a pat on the back. The fact that you chose that gunmetal, it contrasts beautifully with this gold piece. It contrasts beautiful. Good call, chat. Good call. Good call, good call. Seriously, good call. That looks awesome. Yeah, that little hint of that gold contrasting with the gunmetal looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I know there's some of you that are kind of like, they're mildly disappointed that the fact that I didn't keep the clear red, and I could have easily utilized like some LED light system. But to be honest, that bold piece of that red part was really bugging me. And I just opted out just to paint over it. Again, I know I'm going to lose some detail with the inner framing part of the horn. I'm okay with that. I'm legit okay with that. But everything else looks incredible. I'm incredibly happy with this. So seriously, chat, give yourself a pat on the back. You guys you've chosen wisely. You have chosen wisely. So, torso is legit done. We can finally work on the shoulder pads. We can finally, damn, that looks freaking cool. That looks freaking cool. So I'm going to disconnect this and give you guys an idea on how this will look with the color scheme we have. So this is a good proof of concept of what I have for the initial color scheme. A little bit of hint of red, gunmetal all around it with a little hint of silver on certain areas. The overall color scheme looks great. Now, when it comes to putting the armaments together, you get a little something like this. And I paid very close attention to just not have one big cohesive color. So you get the off-white, a little bit of the gray here, and then you get the neutral blue that we have. So, and then with it complementing beautifully with the gunmetal, I see some areas I might need to add a little bit more copper detail. This looks great. This looks absolutely great. So we're going to try to get up to this point right here. And we're going to do that tonight. So this compartment right here, which is the mechanical arms that attaches to the primary weapon, and then the other one has it for the for the shield. I have some cool ideas I want to do with the shield, but I gotta wait until next week to work on that. Yeah, I agree. The cap piece makes the blue work with. Okay, cool, awesome. It gives me an off Tallgeese 3 vibe now with the color scheme. Interesting. Okay, I can see that. I mean, to be fair, Tallgeese 3 was my favorite design out of the Endless Waltz. It's a shame it only had like one scene in the movie, but I can see that. You're absolutely right. So, we'll get to the arm part later. I'm just gonna take this apart, because that can go later. And then this part should be, yep, that detaches there. So many compartments, so many. So we're going to construct the shoulder. And then after the shoulder, we're going to be working on the last part of the side skirt. So, bear with me, chat. And then, if we do everything right, I should have everything ready to get started on the foot LED. We'll play by ear how well we go on tonight with the chat. We'll see how it goes. But these pieces are going to get started. So I got these are my hands. Those are done. I need my parts for the shoulder. So I got these right here. So I'll move this. Actually, this doesn't need to be in frame. That's already like done. We just need those parts. Let me just zoom out here. Ooh, so many parts. And there's like parts on top of other parts for days that I need to like figure out what goes where. Yeah, like seriously, I got to figure this out because I got to work on the other on the other arm. So I'll leave that there for right now, for context. Let's see that I need the light gray pieces. Just drop something. Let me go double check what it was. Hope it wasn't a blue part. Downside, dropping parts in the garage, you don't want to lose them. And then there's the issue of not wanting to step on anything. Ugh. Take your time. Where are you, little blue part? Where are you? Oh, no. Aha! Wait, you're not it. There you are. Okay, cool. Just gonna put that there. What else we need? Boom, boom, and light blue parts. Got it. Put that there. Yeah, so this one's pretty straightforward. This one's not gonna be too hard. And then I have the off red pieces. Yes, I did. All right, cool. All right. Let's do this. Whew. All right. So once again, I'm not gonna just go like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do. No, go pay attention to what the instructions tell you to do so that we don't make any mistakes. So armaments here. Okay. So these parts right here, these were originally painted orange. I was gonna go with like a gold, but then I just, after giving it much thought, it needs like a hint of red, just some small part of a hint of red. So that's why I end up just painting this part red, well, partially red. I like it. It works. It works. Paying attention, don't want to mess anything up. Okay, so that goes that way. Okay, cool. Let's zoom in a little bit more. See, I already have my first oopsie. The good thing is the part wasn't too far in there, so looks great. But anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? Or in this case, it's nighttime where I'm at, so it's probably morning elsewhere. You know, hopefully you guys got some sweet Black Friday deals, spend time with your family and friends. You know, hope everyone's good. Cool. All right, so what's next on here? Okay, now I can put this part onto here. All right, thank goodness. So that goes here. Let me take this part off because it is bugging me. Yeah, you gotta make sure everything's on there. And you gotta hear that satisfying click. And then sometimes I click and end up being something like a break. Ugh, no breaks tonight, please. All right, one side done. Moving on to the next. This kit is insane when it comes to their tight parts. I swear I'm going to break something one of these days. Whoop, I already did. Knock on wood. Right, Jason? Yes. The floor gods know what's best for us heathen Gunpla builders. When it's gone, it is now heart of the other outer realm. Oh, so true. I'm at work. Chang, what's going on, my dude? Don't get distracted watching my live stream. Bro, get to work. No, I'm just messing with you. But hey, thank you for chilling with us, my dude. Hope the live stream's going well on your Twitch stream. Let's see. This part goes here. Okay. Yeah, I love that little off blue. I was originally going to make this like a gun metal or like an off gray. But I recently watched an old 80s movie. Sorry, I'm really carbon dating myself. I watched a really old 80s movie called Short Circuit. You know, Johnny Five, the robot. And something about the color scheme from the military that makes these machines called Nova had like that off-white, a little bit of hint of gray, and then that little soft blue. I'm like, oh, so that's where I got inspired for that color scheme. Okay, it's all starting to make sense now. So I can see where a lot of the appeal came from. Okay, so this part is done. Now I need to work on the second arm here. This part won't take too long. So put that there. Sammy says, I'm doing good besides the snow. Ooh, you're snowed in. Ugh. Dude, I hope you're okay. No snow. Oh, wow, okay. I got stuck over here in last week, unfortunately, but I got the Gundam places in competition in this weekend, so I'm stoked. Cool! Glad to hear that, Brandon. Glad to hear that, my dude. Yeah, anyone that's participating in Gundam competitions, yeah, go ahead and flex. Yeah, please go ahead and talk about it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't participate in competitions. I just don't have the time. I really don't. But good on you, man. Like, seriously, good on you. I see a hand that's not supposed to be in this bin. Put that over there. Okay, put that over there. Parts here. This is for the leg. And this is for the arm. Okay. Don't worry, chat. Like, chat, I'm fully organized this time. We're good. I am more organized than I've been in a long time, so go easy on me. Just making sure I have everything what we need so we can complete this project. That sounds cool. Okay, that part right there. Let's see. It's a nice movie. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's a nice movie. Oh my god, when it old. yeah, Short Circuit, dude. It's a good movie. Honestly, I kind of like the first one a little bit more than the second. Don't know why. It's a good silly B sci-fi movie. It's like comfort food. I love Short Circuit, man. You know, whenever I'm having a bad day at work, I just pop that movie on and just embrace my younger youth of watching movies when I was little. Because that's how I did a lot as a kid. I watched a lot of like movies that I really wasn't supposed to. But my mother was very loose on what I could watch and what I shouldn't watch. So it all worked out. This part concerns me. So that. I wish this thing did like a double take on this so I didn't get anything confused. Let me just triple check and double check this chat. Oh, that's on there good. Never mind. Okay, that goes there. So I'm trying to think of this backwards so I don't make any mistakes. Okay, I'm already seeing a part that I'm missing. Jesus Christ. Geez, splice. Because the kit comes with extra arms. I gotta make sure these go in the right spot. Okay, that looks about right. So this part goes here for the other shoulder. Okay, and then that part, this goes here. Yeah, Loco, I mean, it's a solid kit. Be prepared to hurt your hands a lot. I'm pretty sure the chat will humbly agree with me on that. They saw me like literally grunting and grinning at every opportunity because like these parts are just ridiculously tight. My God, they are so damn ridiculously tight. It's unbelievable. I mean, granted, I'm still having a wonderful time building this project, but Jesus. Okay. Just gonna do it this way so I don't get confused. Zoom out a little. All right. Let me see how that looks there. Okay, cool. I mean, I could have easily built this off stream, but it kind of defeats the purpose of doing a live stream. Okay, and that goes into like right there. I imagine that locks into place. Such a cool little feature, man. Yeah, like that. That looks cool. All right, but it's a little low. So that means I got this wrong. Let me just double check. No, I got it right. And that goes there, and then that flips it there. Like so. What a weird design choice. And then I flip it that way. Okay, cool. That siren is driving me nuts. Give me something else. All right, cool. That one's good. Let me double check it. Okay. That needs to be rotated this way. Vip. Make sure I do this right because I don't want to break anything. Yeah, I don't want to break anything, so I'm making sure I'm doing this right, chat. And then this goes outward. Once again, ridiculously tough parts. Okay. Shoulders done. Now we can connect it to the torso. So get some Latin funk in here. All right, let's see how this looks. I'm not going to go all the way to the shoulder. I still need some breathable room. But I think it's good to give context on how this looks overall. Uh-oh. Already felt something that got loose. What was it? Oh, okay. That can be fixed. So, finicking around the upper torso, the abdomen got loose. So that means I'm gonna have to glue that part later. But get these up here, rotate that. You gotta be very careful when working with these shoulders. They're very, very, very tight. You don't want to break anything. But that's all we got so far, my dudes. Holy cow. Those blues are working beautifully with one another, man. Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks crazy. I'm already seeing some parts that aren't going down. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it alone. I feel like if I mess around with the head more, it's gonna break something. No, but that looks awesome. That looks absolutely great, and we still got great range of head movement. Cool. Yeah, that looks absolutely great. It's gonna look even better once we get this bad boy connected to it. Holy cow. Oh, Jesus, this thing's gonna look awesome when it's done. Woo. If you guys haven't seen the video that are new here, yeah, check out that video. That was quite a journey trying to get the backpack unit. It looks great. This looks absolutely awesome. Very happy with this. Yo, what's going on, James? How you doing, my dude? Another fellow James. Sorry, I haven't read the chat. Okay, making excellent progress. So, this is great. So, we're still not near to the legs yet. We're gonna do that last. I feel that's gonna take more time and mental energy to work on. So, we need to talk about the skirt. Now, what exactly am I referring to? It is such an interesting part in this model kit. You got these little side skirt parts here, right? They look absolutely incredible. And I thought there would be some kind of weight distribution problems, but I don't quite see that. But this part was really challenging because I had to figure out a color scheme that not only makes these parts stand out, but look really cool. So I did tons of research, tons of brainstorming, and I found a color scheme that worked. Let me change this light mode here. Things were looking a little yellowish. That's better. That's much better. Okay, so this is what I got overall. This was my first attempt with the color schemes. Once again, retaining that overall theme, right? Soft grays, mid-tone grays, a little bit of hint of copper, a little hint of silver. Just overall, a solid color scheme. And then this little transforming gimmick. That's awesome. And when you do that, it opens up like this little bay here so you can get the thruster out. I didn't do any painting on the red. I like the red the way it is, so I'm not really bothered by it, but everything else on this looks absolutely solid. So there should be a peg underneath here. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Okay, so this part goes last when we get like the hip joint here. So it should look somewhere close to like this. Yeah, that's gonna look great. So we're gonna get started on this part. Absolutely, we're gonna get started on this. I'm gonna catch up on the chat real quick because I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new people here. I'm considering getting this kit. Okay, I already read that. It's fun, but painting them is either way. You're a big inspiration. Thank you again. Second movie, sad ending. Yes, yeah, referring to Short Circuit. That's what we were talking about. James, yeah, I'm alive. Silver, welcome to the chat, my dude. And Jason says, I need to have a conversation with my wife to buying this expensive kit. But we'll buy it. Yeah, you're. If your wife's no different from mine, they'll support your hobby. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I have someone that understands the need why I want to do these projects. Oops, sorry about that. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky. Okay, so there is a good side to this. I've already taken the liberty of doing all the painting, so we're gonna push that on the side there. So I got all the inner frame parts already fully painted with some additional detail. Again, going with the metallic gunmetal color with a little bit of hint of copper, because you actually do see these pieces. So we got that. Get this. Oh, I believe this is the part we need. What else? God, I really want to work on the legs. I really do. But I don't want to jump all over the place. We need to stay consistent in one area. at a time. Okay. White part. Let me just zoom out here. Gray. This part here was really cool to work on. Like, again, it's like a little subtle little details that makes it pop. Again, this is like an off-white, not a bright white, with a little bit hint of a soft gray. I could have gone a little bit more crazy with more color separation, but the kit does all the hard work for you, so very grateful with that. And how much fun I'm having with this kit. Minus its headaches. Minus the headaches. Okay. All right, kit, you gave me 2 of these. I imagine that both goes there. Okay, what else? These are for the leg. Yeah, that's for the leg. Really, that's all the parts? I feel like I'm missing something here. There is a critical part that's not here. I don't think it's over there. Ooh, I hope I didn't. Oh boy. There's a very high probability that I probably didn't paint the part. Let me just triple check what I have here, chat. Arms, feet. These are the shield parts, as well as parts for the arms and the leg. That's fine. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, granted, I do need to paint some parts tonight, but I'm shocked that it's not here. Let's see what part this is. This is G7. Let me take a look at my my stash. Give me a second, chat. One moment. Ooh. One of the many things that happen in this garage is there will be times where I'll lose the parts completely and completely disregard where they're at because of my busy work schedule. I literally found this part on the floor in the deep recesses of my paints that I use over here. This would have literally set back the stream another weekend easily. So now I need to take what I have here. I need to double check to see if there's any other parts that fell down on the floor. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck in this spot the whole entire night. So give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let me cue up some more music for you guys. Okay, so I'm missing a part. Another one. Oh my God. I don't know how I lost it. This is why I hate working at my job, dude. I lose track of everything. Even when I leave things alone, it disappears. So what exactly am I talking about? Get my tea out of the way, sorry. That's my fuel for tonight. And Blaze, you know what tea I'm drinking. So I'm missing this part right here. It's insignificant, but without that here, slide down, please. Slide up, slide down. I'm missing this part right here, and I do recall painting it, and it's gone. So what I'm gonna do right now is go to my backup parts, cut it out, sand it, and you know what, never mind. I just realized that this whole thing it's one whole part, and I can't complete it without it being done. I'm freaking out. It's already there. Okay, so we're good. Okay. I was about to lose it. Like, God dang. All right, let's do this. Let me turn this up here for a chat. All right, but once again, thank you everyone that's coming here chilling with me. I appreciate that. I really do. Especially to a lot of the familiar faces I'm seeing here in the chat. Thank you. And for the new people too as well. Thank you for chilling with us. Okay, and this part goes here. Now this part's very critical. It needs to be properly aligned and then clicked into place. Now, for those who are actually going to be considering buying this kit next month, in a couple weeks, maybe in the foreseeable future, this kit requires a lot of muscle. Okay, so I remember putting this part on here, had a difficult time. So I gotta make sure all these are properly aligned, and then connect this here to here, and then press down hard without breaking anything. And here we go, 1, 2, 3. First time to even click. Here we go. So that way you guys can hear the click on how loud this sucker is. I'm putting it up to the microphone. Here we go. Again, make sure it's aligned. Put it there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Not even one click. I'm gonna do one at a time. Forget this. Click number 1. It's not clicking. Oh. Lot of, I mean, I'm a strong dude, but even this is insane. 1. Say it with me, chat. 1 down. Going for number 2. Line it up. Press 2. All right, that's done. Okay, making sure I didn't jump ahead. Okay, cool. Now we can get started on the next part. Does that go there? Nope, that goes here. Let me just double check this. Triple check, quadruple check. God dang. Let me slide this up so I don't make any mistakes. Line that up. Where does that go? Oh, doy. Goes on top of there. Yeah, Gundam Nut. I mean, I should do a better job when I'm saying I'm going to stream. I just assume that a good majority of my audience is on Instagram and Threads. You know, because right now I don't use Twitter anymore. I just don't. I'll do better by leaving a community tab notification when I go stream in the future, so that way you guys know. I mean, I did on Instagram, but I didn't do it on the community tab. Yeah, I'll do better next time. Oh, what am I building today? I am building the 1/60th scale monument. And for the longest time in previous streams, I kept calling it the momentum. That's embarrassing. Yeah, it's the 1/60th scale monument, which is essentially a beefy Tall Geese 3, just made in 1/60th scale, but it's not called a Tall Geese. But we all know. We know. Gotta watch out for the Bandai cops. Otherwise, we're gonna lose another amazing third-party company that makes Gundam-ish Gunpla. But to be fair, the third-party market for making these third-party kits have been absolutely a breath of fresh air, man. What they are doing is some next-level stuff. Even the Chinese kits, man, they're freaking awesome too. And I need to build one of them on stream. Need to build one of them. I mean, I don't know if I should do a live stream. I don't know. I'm already taking a big risk of doing a live stream of a 1/60th scale. And I know that would have done well for viewership on YouTube, but that's not the point. I get to do a live stream with my audience that have been supporting me for a long time. So that's a win-win in my book right there. Okay. And this part goes here. Damn, look at that detail, dude. Love it. I'm loving it. Whew. Nice, satisfying click. Loving it, love it. Just saw if it's pre-order for 128. Yep, you're absolutely correct. And you know what? That's actually cheap. It's going for $300 from other third-party sellers, dude. That is an actual bargain. But I say do it. One question I've always wanted to ask: how the hell do you keep your fingers from smearing the paint you put on your pieces and put together? I don't know. I don't really have like oily hands per se. My hands are kind of dry. I guess that you would consider that normal. But before I put anything together and I do anything else, I do wash my hands pre and in advance when I put pieces together. So I'm very fortunate to be one of those many few that don't have really oily hands. So I would say just use some regular dishwashing liquid that has some grease removing properties. You'll be fine. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, and I see a lot of dudes doing that on their builds, which I tried making an attempt to do it on mine, but I need that tactile touch, or some latex gloves. Doesn't matter which brand, just get yourself a good pair of latex gloves. That's it. I mean, me personally, I don't really need it, but actually, I'm gonna put this part last, but it is what it is. Move this up a little. Yeah, blue's nice. That's a nice blue. What else we got? Ain't that right, Death? Yeah, the inner frame. Dude, the inner frame is probably the nicest I've seen in a long time. I would say it's on... Would you say, Death, it's on par with the 1/60th scale Unleash RX-78? I think so. So much clicking. Click, 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 click. Click, click, pull. Okay, that's looking great. I suppose I can put the other side parts here. yeah, this kit has an incredible inner frame. And if you want to do some photo shoots with it prior, man, you got to do it ahead of time. Like, but here's the problem with this kit. It's a very minor complaint, but at the same time, it should be addressed. If you're the kind of content creator, see some nubs here I didn't cut, that's why I'm cutting off screen chat. If you're a content creator and you want to show your audience how the inner frame looks without the armaments on here, you're kind of boned. Because this kit literally says, okay, you gotta start from point A to part Z, and you can't go back to A and B and then take parts and reassemble it together, because that's like the most popular thing with the community, right? Is doing a pre-build before you do a full commitment of the build, right? This kit does not allow you to do that. Unfortunately, it does not. It will punish you. And you guys saw it live. It punished me really hard when it came to just replacing one part over another. I paid the price for it. I ended up breaking stuff. And, you know, even though I got my replacement parts, it still haunts me. It still haunts me. And, you know, I gotta, you know, deal with the repercussions of that memory. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. Yeah, I'm not saying that because, like, oh, I got the money, I'll just buy another one. Oh, hell no. I took a big risk on buying another kit when I really shouldn't have. But my job is doing overtime, which means that's overtime pay, which means it's a little bit of lettuce in my pocket for the time being. So I've already committed to building this kit live. Might as well keep going. So the way how I see it is this: let me make the mistakes for you guys, so that way you don't have to deal with the headaches and the heartbreak afterwards. Let me be your hands, okay? Like, seriously, let me be your hands. Yeah. Let me reenact the scene from Ghost. Let me gently guide you on how to carefully, slowly put this kit together. Ah, yes. Apologies for the deep, bassy voice. I am sorry, Johannes. Knowing her, she's probably like rolling her eyes like, oh, whatever. Referring to Johannes as my wife. All right. Cool. All right. These both are done. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love the color scheme. So we're on track. Let's see what we got here. What's your favorite non-Bandai company making mechas right now? Currently, right now, Orange Cat Industries is doing a phenomenal job. What's another one? Meg, MENG. They're the ones that are working on the Evangelion 1/60th-ish scale model kits and everything in between. They've done an incredible job with their current lineup. And what else? What else? Honestly, those are like the only two like currently right now. They're doing great. I mean, you got your Kotobukiya and your Hasegawas, and they're fine. They'll do fine alone. But the underdog ones, especially Orange Cat, they're killing it with their model kits. I hope they get more licensing opportunities in the future. I really do. Okay, we can work on the arms. So we got the side skirts done. That's gonna look amazing. We got the shoulders on this bad boy. Those look amazing. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take them off when we're done putting the arms on. So now let's get started on the arms. But yeah, those are like my top three. Back when I used to build kits, gloves weren't exactly an option, and my hands are finicky, and I kind of consider snipping paints and pieces and painting them off because discarding the parts and reasons why I stopped. Oh no, I understand that completely. I really do. You'll find a way to work around it. You'll find a way to work around it. Like, don't give up. Seriously, don't give up. Was the broken pieces not repairable back melting as far as... I mean, I know what part you're referring to. Hold up. So the chat knows what's going on. Did I push it? Here it is. So, like in my previous video, this part broke. Like I mentioned before, this is the part that was for the top part of the torso. It broke. Now, technically, I could have easily just put it back into place, glue it evenly, sand it down, right? And then sand down the seams where the glue would protrude out, or just put like a cement, what you call it, putty on top of it, sand it down so that way the surface is nice and smooth. Could have done that. But the truth of the matter is I've already bought another kit, so that problem was already rectified. So I'm very happy with that, because like I said in the last stream, not only this part broke, but I lost the visor for the head. So I'm already getting another kit in the mail with additional spare parts. So might as well roll with it. But if the option wasn't there, and I wasn't able to get the spare parts, then yeah, the alternative way to fix this part would just be gluing it together, cementing it, and then repainting it, and then applying it back onto there. Could have been easily done. But I'm in a fortunate situation where I was able to talk to my sponsor, and he was generous enough to actually hook me up with another model kit. Not free, I had to pay for it. Orange Cat Industry. Chat, do you mind if I can show you why do I love Orange Cat Industry? I know it's a little bit of a streamer. It's a little bit of a streamer boner, but you guys understand. Orange Cats is amazing. Why is it amazing? Oh my goodness. Do I need to tell you why I love this company? Why they're the top dogs? Why I love them? Because they make my all-time mech. They're not even mech, they're like Super Sentai like characters from my favorite TV show, Tekkaman Blade. They have made not one, not two, not even three, but they've made four of the Tekkaman kits that literally came out in the late 90s. And I think it was it was manufactured by Bandai, and they were on the level of a H, like a high grade scale of plastic. They're very finicky, but we haven't got any Tekkaman model kits for literally 30 plus years. Orange Cat got the license, they killed it. And we're gonna build one of these bad boys on live stream. I don't know which one. This one, I want to do this one like a proper video so it can coincide with my other Tekkaman model kit, but maybe this one a live stream. Maybe. If you're wondering what the scale is, it's like a 1/60th scale, give or take. But no, Orange Cat. Ooh, they're the GOAT. Currently, right now in my personal bin, they are the GOAT. So, let's see. Oh, take a break. I normally don't do this, but just to give you context on how well these guys make model kits. Okay, these guys are incredible. They're absolutely incredible. So the ones that you've seen, you got Evil Tekkaman, you got Soul Tekkaman, and you got the last variation of it. Then you got Tekkaman Blade. This guy's been in my display case for a long time. This is an incredible, an absolute love letter for Tekkaman Blade fans. And the quality of the plastic is great. There's a great range of articulation, and just this is something I've wanted for years. I wanted like a legit Tekkaman model kit, and these guys delivered. Right? They delivered, and I'm very tempted to build one more because I want to do a diorama with the Evil Tekkaman along with Tekkaman Blade, so I can have like my own little personal diorama. But these guys killed it. They absolutely killed it. And that's why they're like currently the GOAT right now when it comes to these model kits. God, they did a wonderful job in this model kit. I want more. I want them to get more license for other classic 80s mecha shows or Super Sentai, whatever the case it is. I really want to see more from these guys because they know what they're doing. They know it. So whenever that happens, love Meg. Oh yeah, and then also again, Meg makes incredible kits. Like currently right now, the only ones I have is the Evangelion ones. I have one that's already pre-built. I already have a video for that, and I have another one in my backlog, Eva Unit 0, and I'll be buying Eva Unit 3 next year after I'm done with my taxes. Well, to be honest, after I'm done getting my my new car for my family, then I will splurge on that. Those are basically 1/100 scale kits, and those boxes are 23 centimeter boxes in your general master grade size. Correct. They are literally 1/100 scale model kits with fantastic surface detail. Love it. Love every moment of these model kits, man. They're great, and I look forward to building like those 3. Look forward to building them. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to geek out. I love Tekkaman. I love Tekkaman Blade. I hope in the future that they give us the last piece to the Tekkaman series. For those who don't know, you know, there has been like 3 iconic Sentai-ish, mecha-ish characters in the show, and the ones that stood out the most was Tekkaman Blade, and in the TV show, I believe they called him Saber, but they call it Evo Tekkaman. And then you got the Soul Tekkaman suit, which is actually manufactured and made by the corresponding organization of the Space Knights when they started to adapt the Tekkaman armor technology to make their own Tekkaman suits, minus the alien technology being integrated into the humans. And then there's Pegasus, which is essentially a giant mech that D-Boy uses to transform into Tekkaman, because towards the end of season 1, he lost the ability to transform into Tekkaman because his Tekkaman crystal was severely damaged. And when you don't have your crystal, you can't transform into a Tekkaman warrior. So the Space Knights found a way to work around that loophole by engineering a mech that can harness the power of the Tekkaman crystal and then enable D-Boy to transform back into Technoman. I just realized I just geeked out on a 30-0 show. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I'm old. I'm old, and it's a good kind of old. It's a good kind of old. Anyway, love Tekkaman. I want them to get more license on other properties. I can see it happening. Okay, so move this out of the way. Move it out of the way because that part's very important later on. But yeah. Yo, what's going on, Evans? What's going on, my dude? Thank you. It's good to be back, my man. That's good. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this every week, my guys, until we get this done. Realistically, we're gonna try to get this done in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Hopefully, not too late before Christmas. But yeah, we're gonna make some magic. We're gonna get this guy done and make it look spectacular. But I do have a question for you guys. I will be essentially done with this kid in like 2 to 3.5 weeks. Would you dudes be okay? And I mean this really honestly. Would you guys be okay if I did like a 10-minute review video on this model kit? That'll get me back to doing video editing and doing some clever camera angles and whatnot. But I really want to show what this model kit can really deliver. I don't see a lot of channels that are really doing that. It's kind of like, here's a product. It looks cool. Buy it. I don't want to do that with you guys. I want to give you like a general impressions and a like and dislike whether you guys should buy it or not, because there's a lot to say about this kit. There's a lot, and I feel like a video review would be greatly needed, so that way people don't feel like misled on, oh yeah, you recommend this and that. You know, why don't you do a full deep dive on what the whole model kit's all about? Yeah, I can do that. I'd rather do it in a video format. You know, and plus it gives me time to, what's the word? Go back in the office and do some video editing, and at the same time I get to work with some new equipment because I haven't had the opportunity to sorry the music gave me jivey. I haven't had the opportunity to do any video editing around my son, and also use my new audio interface, my new Rode Caster Duo audio interface, because it's making video recording a hell of a lot easier, like so much more easier. Yeah. All right, cool. Give us a 40-minute video. not on this build, but I will be back to doing like 30, 45-ish builds. I will be back to doing that. I think this one will be good. Like I would say 10 minutes. What do you guys think? A nice good 10-minute video would be suffice for this. Yeah, I think 10 minutes will be good. But yeah, any recommendations? More than happy to listen. Yeah, you guys help me out, and I'm happy to deliver. Okay, so we are going to be working on the arms, and thanks to hours upon hours of delay, I've already taken the liberty of painting these pieces already. Now, though, does that take the fun out of the process on this? Not at all. Not at all. If anything, me taking that extra time to come back into the garage and getting these pieces prepped, it's a breath of fresh air, man. I love it. Those are there. I have some more pieces over there I need to go get, my chat. I'll be right back. Jesus Christ, thank you so much for the 32 viewership today. That's like the most we've had in a long time. Thank you guys. Seriously. Hold on one second. Okay. So this, I mean, I see some parts here I'm going to need to repaint. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. All right. Yeah, I see some parts that I miss painting. That's fine. Okay. So let me get these parts out. Oh, helpful pro tip. When you're painting these kind of renders, my dudes, make sure you have some tape in there so that way it doesn't get stuck. I mean, that way paint doesn't get stuck in this area, because it can prove to be a lot of headaches if you don't protect that area, because this kit's already ridiculously tight as it is now, man. Okay. I'm liking this music already. It sounds great. So I need this part here. I swear. Cool. I'll consider like a 10 to 15 minute-ish video. All right. Yeah, like I said, I just miss producing videos, like cool full-length videos. I miss it. Oh wow, that goes. Oh wow. Okay. It's a small little detail, but I see what you're cooking here. God, I'm gonna get a hernia. God dang it. Almost drooled there. Okay. See what you're doing here, model kit. That's some very clever engineering, my dude. That's some very clever engineering. God damn it, you guys. Okay. That goes good there. Wow, that goes all the way down. Okay. I see you're going out with this. Let me get one that's already pre-built. No, I'll get to that. No. How much room do I have? I'll play that again. That sounded dope. This is some clever engineering, man. This is some, wow, this is incredible. So that goes here. How much room do I got? Plenty of room. Let me zoom out a little. This camera, it's like finicky when it comes to autofocusing. So I apologize in advance if some of the footage you guys watch is like semi-blurry. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, where does this go? Okay, never mind. Satisfying click. I like that. Cool. So one constructed now. I got to construct it from scratch. So where's the part that broke? That's the one that's been repainted. That's been repainted. So another good reason why I'm literally just confirming why I had to buy another kit. I was already trying to do a pre-assembly of the arm so I can get an idea of what I wanted to do for color separation. And as you can see there, one peg broke off. Now that can easily be a remedy by you just like drilling a small little hole like through and through and put like a metal rod to rectify that issue. But again, I'm very, very fortunate enough that I was able to buy another one in a timely fashion. So, again, just putting it out there to justify my purchase. Are you kidding me? I see something that could be problematic, but I don't see anything wrong with it. It's fine. I'm just gonna roll with it. We'll see if it causes any problems. Yo, what's going on, Hydro? Whoa, Hydro, haven't seen you in a while, dude. Hope you're doing well, my man. For a second there, I had to read that again. I was like, did you say, hey, Commando, or you said, greetings, Starfighter? I would have been like, bro. The joints are getting too tight. You can worry about breaking them, but maybe a bit of a silicone grit. I thought about that, but I see where you're going at, though. But you want to have that stiffness on here, right? Because I'm not sure this is going to be the left or right arm, but I want there to be some structural heft there, so when we put the weapon accessories on it, it doesn't get that awkward droop, right? I need that little bit of that stiffness there. But for someone that is just doing a straight build, petroleum jelly, I believe you mentioned that last 2 weeks ago, is a good alternative. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I gotta agree, it's really shiny that an armor covering it up. I know, right, Evans? It's a shame. Yeah, I know. All that hard work just smothered. It's gone. Absolutely gone. And that's kind of like the reason why I was kind of bummed. I mean, spoilers. That's why I was kind of bummed out. I put all this hard work on painting the inner pistons, or not the inner pistons, the inner pipes of the leg. And then I just realized, like, dude, they're going to be covered. So that little nerd part of me that wants to add a little extra detail, it's kind of like gone. Let me do something real quick, chat. I think I just made a mistake again. This time I have experience with this. Damn. We need to do some repainting, but it's okay. A little sanding here and there won't hurt it. If you're wondering what I'm doing, like, this part right here, it's supposed to go from this part, supposed to be in the back, not supposed to be in the front. So that is essentially what happened to me last time when I tried to put this on, and that's what ended up breaking the peg. Again, this kit will punish you if you don't triple check the instruction manual. I need a flathead screwdriver. Flathead? Nope. Check my ratness tools here. Here, flathead, flathead, flathead. Close enough. I'll just use my file and just gently pry it. Yeah, this part can easily make or break one's decision to buy this model kit. Easily. Easily. That's why I was asking you guys that I think like a nice good 10 to 15 minute video review would make sense. And then plus, you know, I have the video evidence to have for the live stream to base that off on. Thank God it didn't break. Woohoo! Again, some light paint scraping, that's fine. They can easily be repainted. As long as that part got swapped over, I'm happy. Yeah, it's minor. I can easily paint over that. It's fine. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that. Okay, next part. As you can see, I was already painting parts in advance before the live stream started. Oh, you're thinking more of a Cowboy? Okay, gotcha. I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop in a while. And no, I'm not counting the live action one from Netflix. I mean the actual fully animated show that we all grew up watching on Toonami. Truly a classic. Truly a classic. Damn, that sounds pretty. Let me listen to this again, chat. My apologies. I'm a sucker when it comes to flutes. Okay, that part's there. I am missing one part. The good thing is, it's already painted. Let me just double check that's not here. Is it over there? Let me check. Okay. This is for another compartment on the arm. Oh! How pretty. Put that back over here. Put that there. Where's my other wires? There it is. I'm organized. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. All right, cool. Such a cool little detail. Love it. So pretty. Kind of reminds me of my my auntie, who was a professional flute player and did it for many, many years. And her style of music is very reminiscent of this. Yeah, it's kind of nostalgic for me. It's a shame she doesn't, she doesn't play the flute anymore. She's getting older. But the fact that she was able to do something that she was incredibly passionate for a long period of time is commendable. Okay, that goes there. Oh, sorry, chat. So pretty. Love that. Da, 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 da. Again, I'm a musician at heart, but not a musician myself. I missed out on that opportunity a long time ago. Nah, no. No, way more jazz. There we go. I like that. There. Such a cool engineering feature, man. That's cool. I mean, granted, you're gonna get some paint scraping, but you can look past that. That's fine. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Next part. And then this goes over top there, right? Oh, got it backwards. Once again, another hard part. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. Good bend. Good bend. You could probably get as far as that. That's still an incredible bend. And that stiffness is there, and you definitely need that for this particular model kit. Okay, this part here. Yo, Dub, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And welcome to the live stream, my dude. Feel free to chat, coerce with other people in the community. You have any general questions about Gunpla or anything in between, questions, please do not hesitate to ask. You know, that's the whole purpose of these live streams, so we can just all chill and relax. And if you guys are building something alongside me, that's even better. I'm probably gonna title this "Late Night with Otaku Builder." I think I found the right time to stream. I think towards the evening would be perfect. But anything that's like in between live streaming, finished content, that'll definitely be like earlier videos. But live streaming, it seems like the sweet spot's in the evening around my time. Okay. Where does that go? Right here? Whew, that's a really tight spot. You sure about that instructions? No. Oh, that's funky. Oh, that's funky. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, having a geek out moment, chat. Oh, that's funky. I'm gonna go back to that track. That sounded nice. Oh, this one's nicer too. This is nice. I'm loving this. I'm in the zone, chat. I'm in the zone. No pop music today. Give me some jazz. Okay, these parts need to be perfectly aligned before you try to connect this on here. Happen again. Okay, so there might be some condensation here. Yo, Hobbywood Joe, thank you so much for the dono, my dude, and thank you for coming in the chat. Hopefully you're streaming tomorrow, my dude. I need something to watch and listen to at work. Please tell me you're streaming tomorrow. Got another MAT. I got another damn MAT. That's what I've been doing lately, chat. I've just been listening to my favorite streamers as they're playing their games and just listen to their commentary. It helps the days go by faster at that job. So much so. This piece is not going in. Why not? Let me try filing it down. Just a little. I'm not gonna put any Christmas music yet. Not yet. Not until we get to the week of this towards Christmas. Then we'll put some Christmas music. That's gonna be your guys' Christmas present when this is done. I did consider thinking about that. I was like, yeah, maybe I should play some like upbeat, royalty-free Christmas music. And then I came to the realization, like, we all listen to it every day when we're going shopping. Why don't I just play it as we're leading up to Christmas? Because I know for a fact I won't be able to stream any kind of content on the week of Christmas because of my job schedule. We're literally forced, contractually obligated, I might add, are forced to work around Christmas Eve, which kind of bums me out because my new adopted family, that piece won't go in. I had to do some modifications there. My new adopted family celebrates Christmas at midnight. So this will be the first year. This will be my first year not being able to celebrate Christmas with my son and my wife, you know, who's now understanding like what a Christmas tree is, what are lights, what's this weird obsession of people shopping? Why do we see a lot of kids roaming around this time of the season? So the fact that I won't be around with them on Christmas Eve kind of bums me, but I'll be able to spend time with them on Christmas Day. So it's a win-win, right? Thank you, Joe. I need it. I need the distraction. I need it. I need it so bad, bro. I need it. Yeah, working in the factory. Jesus Christ. It's not meant for everyone. It's not. I need to do some modifications around this aperture. I'm looking for my X-Acto blade. I thought I had it up here. There it is. Just gonna see how much I need to shave off right there. It's getting stuck. So I think it has probably something to do with paint condensation there, or just paint accumulation there. Condensation, accumulation. That doesn't feel right. That's gonna break. Oh, it's going on an angle. Oh, weird. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Someone on Reddit painted their monument flesh tone. The legs and the arms and the chest area. It actually looks kind of hot. Hey. Whatever works for you, brother. I mean, shoot. I'm all for creativity. You know what? I'll be down to see a link of that. You can send that to me on Instagram. I'd like to take a look at that. It could just be a screenshot. All right, shave that down. All right, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Ah! 2 parts I have not painted yet. That's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it off stream. There's like 2 side panels that go right here and here. The good thing is I have the top part already done. The other parts, not so much. So that's fine. That's fine. I'm glad I paint these parts in advance. So that's still a win-win in my book. Okay. Should I install the hands? I mean, sure. I mean, we're already like done with the arm. There's like a piece that goes right here, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking a gunmetal will look great for this part. You know, I think a gunmetal will work. But for the time being, I'm gonna put the arms in there. That looks great. Looks great. And then I will do the same with the other, because I already have the hands already done in advance. And the good thing about these pans, they're interchangeable, so I can easily take them out when I want to put this guy in some badass poses. Okay. Arms are done. Let's see how that looks when it's connected to one, if not all of it. Oh no. Oh no. I was afraid of this. Looks like I'm back to square one here. Let me see if I can finagle this in. Oof. It's already starting to feel a little bit heavy right here. Okay, cool. I was a little worried. God damn. You know what? I think I'll go with a, for the ring part, I think I might put like a hint of blue. I think that will work really good. I just want to see how this generally looks with this on. Dude, look at that. Holy, pardon my French. Holy shit. Sorry, son. That looks dope. Yeah, I think like this mid-tone blue will go great around that wrist section. Yeah, I think that'll go great. Oh my God, this looks awesome. Jesus, I love this hobby, man. Dude, whoo, that looks awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, arms are done. Whew. Wow, that looks freaking dope. That looks freaking dope. Okay, so for clutter purposes, we need to put these parts away. Because obviously we'll construct this bad boy all together in another live stream, but we're still going. We're still going. We're still going really strong tonight. Let me see what time it is on my end. 7. Cool. I got another hour. We're good. So for the time being, I'm gonna put these wonderful pieces in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in here. And let's see. Do I have room in here? We are working on the legs tonight, so I'll get these pieces out. This part's very important. I need to mention this in this live stream. But for the time being, move this over here. Put that there. Put that there. Dude, we're making progress. We are making progress. I am super happy how this is turning out. Very, very happy. Okay. Processing and what else I need to do before we move on to the next step. Okay, we're on to the feet. So hands, this goes, this stays, hands, these are done. I got parts over here for the legs. Let me change up the music a little bit. I mean, I don't mind this music. Let me see how the pop sounds. I dig it. I like it. Cool. Okay. I like that. Okay, so damn, we still need to work on the shield and everything else. So that needs to stay. That's important. This stays. I think that's it. I'm gonna really enjoy working on the weapon accessories in the next stream, my dudes. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Trying to think what else I need. I can go in here for the time being. That's a broken part. Legs, waist, knee. This is for the front part. I can go there. Evan, I can honestly tell you from a Gunpla fan's perspective, but also not a fan of Gundam Endless Waltz. I mean, not Gundam Wing. I love Endless Waltz. It's a great movie. But for someone that likes a refresh, an inspirational take on a classic design as something as this kit is an absolute must-buy, without a doubt. It's fantastic. It's going to hurt your hands. So it's going to hurt you so damn much. But it's great. I mean, I wouldn't be having this much fun streaming this. I didn't think I was. I didn't think I was gonna have this much fun streaming this build. You know, because naturally, when content creators want to build something like this for their audience, they make it into a feature-length video, and then they can, you know, make buku on ad revenue. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I made a promise. I asked you guys, did you want me to live stream this build? And a great majority of you guys said, yeah, live stream it. Nothing wrong with that. Buy it. Please buy it. Buy it from New Type HQ if they get them in stock. Actually, let me check. I'm not sure if they're in stock. .160th scale, 160th scale monument type. One moment, chat. Damn. Yeah, they're currently out of stock right now. But you can see why. It's like, bro, the kit sells itself. Yeah, when it becomes available, I guess you can say subscribe to their newsletter and click on the notification when this guy comes into stock. Get it. You know, get it. Or I will actually give a humble shout out because, like I mentioned in the video, the gentleman was super nice to me when he was going to offer it free of charge. Come on. Check out Gundam Place. Check him out. He said he'll be getting this kit in stock in 2 weeks. So the last time we chat, that was a week ago. He should be getting some of them in stock this week. Yeah, hit him up. Yeah, a couple places do have them pre-order. But Gundam Place will be getting their shipment, if not this week, but next week. And I imagine that's going to be the same thing with New Type HQ. Hit them up. Yeah, hit them up. I'm only recommending those two because we've built up a really good relationship in the last several years. I would recommend Gundam USA, but there's a little bit of a dark history between that company. Every time I've given them a shout out or I try to reach out on a question on a particular product, I always got the cold shoulder and they never replied back. So nothing wrong with that. No bad blood. And if they get them, great. If not, you know, I'm not going to recommend them for the time being. But right now, New Type HQ, Gundam Place. Check them out. Or if you live in the Southern California area, Burbank Hobby should be getting their shipment in the next couple of weeks as well. Just keep an eye out for it. Okay, we're at the leg. Scary. There's a reason why I put this off for a long time. Yeah, Death. Yeah, Gundam. Yeah, Gundam Place has it in pre-order. Pre-order it. Yeah, Death is right. Jump on it, dude. I'm speaking from someone that's built up a great friendship with, you know, the guy that owns the shop. Get it. It's like $120 or $128 plus tax, $130, $140-ish, depending where you live. It's worth it. Get it. And I say get it. I can't stress how much I can endorse this kit. All right. Let's change the mood a little. I'm gonna put some different type of music. Epic. Hasn't done me wrong. This part's really critical to do this right. Because even I, thinking I know what I'm doing, I made some mistakes. So I think it's important to have context here. Movie soundtrack music. Let's see what we got here. Perfect. All right. So, as I clear off my pantry, this part is actually kind of difficult, but it's not impossible to do. It requires a great deal of patience and an incredible amount of planning. Because planning I did, but there were some areas that I tend to overlook when I was building this part of the leg. So I need to make sure I do this as best I can to explain how I did my process. I mean, I don't want to throw any shade at Gundam USA. I think that could be a supply and demand issue. Here's the thing. I remember with my sponsor, I placed an order for the Monument a week in advance. So that way I can beat like the Black Friday rush. They didn't ship the model kit out until like a week later. So that was like roughly 6 or 7 days prior before I made the order. So give them time. It's the most busiest time of the holiday season. You'll get your order. Yeah, you give it time. Oh, Hydro, go. I don't want to endorse this, but if you can't pay it out right, they do have payment plans. I would say jump on that. That's what I'm. Again, I don't want to like endorse this, but that's what I'm doing right now with the Monument from Gundam USA. I'm on a payment plan, but I plan on squashing it down in a couple more weeks or so I can just get rid of it. Yeah, go for the payment plan. I think it's like $20 every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks or so. You know, you'll get the kit and you'll still keep on paying it off little by little. I mean, that's what I personally would do. And you know, I got it at a timely fashion without having to worry about it. Okay, so we need to focus on the foot. I'm gonna try to paint this off stream, but I think it's more important to get like the fundamentals there on what we need to do. And the music went dead. I don't know. Oh, it's quiet. Okay, it's fine. So, much like in this pre-built, there was a lot of challenges with this, and primarily the challenge was the foot. And in the very bottom, much like what we did with the thruster assembly, I ended up installing a, come on camera. It's trying to focus on everything else. I installed a fiber optic tube in there, or cable, whatever way you want to pronounce it, in there so that way I can get the right kind of brightness to it. So the challenging part is taking that small LED wire, funneling through this ball joint up this leg to the mid part of the knee, and then have the male connector at the very end. Now, this is optional. I wanted to have a male connector here in case I have any electrical problems or I want to get a bit more free range of movement. There is significant cavity space. Hold up. I can't say it without actually showing. Examples explain it more. So, as you can see here, I have this wire like sticking out here, you know, but there's a good reason for that. In here, in this little alcove, there's a great deal of cavity space in there. So because of that extra free range of cavity space in there, I can put as much wire as I can put there by putting this bad boy in many poses as I choose to. So that extra cavity space, added detail there is greatly appreciated. So that's why I have the male connector there where it is, because when everything is connected, you still get a great deal of cavity space in there. Love that. So I'm not sure they were intentionally doing that for this design, but it's greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate that. So let's get started drilling. So we need to go from small to big. And I believe the drill bit that I originally used broke. So that did break. So I'm gonna look for my alternative drill bit so I don't make any more unnecessary mistakes. Because you want to go from a small drill bit to a semi bigger one to widen out the aperture big enough. Oh, I found it. And it has condensation on it. Do you think it's possible to build the inner frame first and then add the armor as ever? You can. You absolutely can. However, if you're thinking about doing a straight build, please be advised that these parts and my buddy, what'd you call it? Oh god, my throat's getting parched. One of my buddies worked on it, and Angry Sci-Fi Mother can attest to this. The parts on here are incredibly tight, insanely tight. So if you're thinking about doing a snap together build before you fully commit to building the model kit, I'm going to tell you right now, just to get that thinking out of the way, build it as what the instructions tell you how to build it. Because if you try to overstep it, try to go past it, try to do your own little thing, you'll be like in the situation where I'm at right now. I broke many pieces. I had to buy another one. And this kit is already incredibly hard to find right now. So you could do a straight inner frame build. You absolutely can. If you're just doing a straight up build with no custom LEDs, maybe no paint work, you can do that. By all means, you can absolutely do that. But if you're putting LEDs in this sucker, with the custom paint job, you have to take your time. And I've been taking my time a lot, but I overlook some small little details where I have to retake it apart without breaking anything. And that's happened to me twice on this stream. So yeah, by all means, yeah, you can do a straight up live stream. God dang it. You can do a straight up build, straight up out of the box way it is. Just be prepared to hurt your fingers. Be prepared. Okay, so this is our target right here. This is where it's going to be housing. I believe it's a 5.0 fiber optic tube that goes right here. So the Dremel I'm using, it's going to be a 1x16. And that's going to go through and through from here all the way to here. Now, when we get to this point, we're going to need to widen up this aperture just a little. And the purpose for that is to make sure that there's free roaming, free range of motion in this area where the wire doesn't pinch, it doesn't strip, doesn't pivot. You want some cavity space in there so that way you can create some kind of breathing room, because you know, not everyone's going to keep this kit in a neutral pose when they buy the model kit outright. They're going to put it on the action base. So you want to show off all your hard work for the thruster assembly on the feet. You want to show that off. So I'm looking at this right now. I gotta make sure I center this correctly. So this is something I haven't done, but I need to make sure I do this correctly. I'm just gonna use like a regular Gundam marker and just center it right down the middle as best I can. Yeah, right there in the center. And that way, let that dry. And then before I use this, I'm gonna go a little something smaller. I'm gonna go by a 1x32 Dremel. And I'm gonna hand drill this. I'm not gonna use my electric Dremel, but I could. It'll melt the plastic. And that's what I'm burping. That's what I've always tried to avoid not to do. Have you heard anything new about the GX XUS kit that has been announced? Dude, everyone was destroying my threads on that. I have to say, immediately when I looked at that design, I was like, that's an Evangelion. That color scheme, that architecture, how the external frame, the inner frame looks, the range of motion and flexibility you get with that model kit, it just screams Evangelion, right? And then thankfully everyone in the community was like, yeah, it's being directed by the same person that worked on the Evangelion movies that came out almost like 3 years ago. So my thing is this, I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. No question about that. I'm gonna buy it. And when I buy it, I'm gonna buy the 1/100 scale. That kit's gonna sell very well, right? It's gonna sell incredibly well. If we learn anything from Aerial Gundam, that people are accessible, are easily not persuaded, but easily open to change in Gundam architectural style and look. The Aerial Gundam was like a big risk, right? It was a big risk, and it paid off completely with the anime as well as the manga and then the model kits that correspond with it. I'm a little bummed out that we didn't get other 1/100 scales of the Aerial kit, but the one Aerial one was just fine. This one, I feel that it's gonna do just fine on its own. It's a what was it? It's a 144 scale, so that's a high grade, and we'll probably get like a 1/100 scale a year later. I'm almost certain. But I don't know if it'll do well to the point we'll get a perfect grade. If that's the case, I'd be down with that. But I think the design kind of it's a little offsetting to some people. It doesn't have the classic Gundam double slitted mouth. It's not bulky or semi-bulky, semi-slim. It's like a completely different beast, right? And I think that could turn off some people. Me personally, I'm down with different change. That's why I absolutely love 00 Exia. completely changed the architecture around how a classic Gundam looked. And then eventually by season 2, we did get 00 Riser that brought back the classic Gundam double slit him out. That's fine. You know, I like the progression where it starts with something new and then comes back to the familiar architecture design. We'll get that with this kit. I'm almost certain. But I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm down. I'm looking forward to the show whenever it releases next year. I think I heard that we're gonna get it's gonna be a theatrical release, and then I think they'll do the same thing like they did with the prologue with Gundam Witch for Mercury, and then the show will be picked up by Crunchyroll. So that's the only downside with it. And then when it's picked up by Crunchyroll for about 6 or 8 months, eventually it'll come over to YouTube where everyone can watch it for free. He's got to wait a year. Thank you, Star. It's understandable. Aside with the feet design, I like the rest of it. The kit, yeah, the kit looks freaking cool, dude. It's kind of sporty. If that makes any sense, it's flashy. It looks like something that Nikes can hella capitalize on that design. You know, just give me a shoe and people will buy it. I like it. It's refreshing. I can't wait. I can't wait for more to be introduced in this kit, because the moment that sucker goes up for pre-orders, it's gonna be sold out everywhere. Everyone's gonna buy it. Me personally, I'm gonna wait. I can't really. I can't throw that kind of money out yet. Not until I'm done with my taxes. Not until I take care of my expenses for my son, and not until I'm done getting our family car. And then I'll eventually jump into I'm buying that kit. Anyway, don't mean to ramble so much. So I'm going to use a 132 Dremel to act as a starting point, and then keep the Dremel as straight as possible, so that way it's like a nice center, nicely centered down the middle. If it deviates, you can still work with it. It's not going to compromise the structural integrity of the model kit. But going in a straight line helps out a lot when it comes to funneling that electrical wire. Yeah. Because Lord knows I'm going to have to compensate when I get halfway through. They're up for pre-order now. Okay. Oh, damn. Yeah, see, I'm going to miss out on it. I'm going to miss out on it. But I will eventually build it. I don't think I will put any LEDs in there. But I just want to enjoy it and build it for the experience, right? And I think a lot of times now with a lot of content creators, they're gonna get the hottest things that's out there, because everyone wants to know what's hot and what's not, and should you buy it or you should forget about it. I personally have moved past that point, where if I get around to build it, I'll build it. Yeah, I don't have that kind of flexible time anymore. I really don't. You guys see it. Come back a week later working on this model kit, and I hate the fact that I'm a week late working on it, but you know, it's still turning out amazing, so I'm happy with that. And if I'm going to be late to the party of not being able to build the kit that's going to be popular next year, oh well, it's fine. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Okay, 132 done, and go to 116. 1/16th Dremel to widen out the aperture just a little bit more, and then we're going to test out to see if I need to do any modifications. Yeah, the design kind of reminds you a little bit of a goat. Yeah, because the horn, right? The V fin. Well, it's not really a V fin, but it's definitely like antlers or definitely horns. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, honestly, I think I would probably use that kit as a kit bash or a future kit bash, because I want to get back to doing kit bashes next year for sure. Yo, Josh, thank you so much for the subscription, my dude, and welcome to the chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to get back to doing kit bashes, and there's like three video game themes I want to do next year. I hope I have the time to do it. I can't say what it is, but one definitely that's been hella requested for me for a long time. I want to jump on that, and then do another one. Uh-oh, see, here's a good example. I thought I was drilling straight. Look at that. I'm already going at an angle. You don't want to go at an angle, my dudes. You do that, it's going to create complications down the road when putting in that electrical wiring and the fiber optics. So I'm going to need to do some power drilling to correct that. Yeah, I can't seem to correct too much of it without bending it. So I'm just going to commit to it. Let me see how much it's diverted. Yeah, it's off at an angle. Damn. Okay, I'll manage. It's not the end of the world. What's important is I got to go through and through. Let me just commit to that. Let me see where the exit point is. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, to me it does have like a really good electric drill. But you want to do something manual, right? You want to show all your hard work, didn't go for nothing. That's why I prefer it. Yeah, see how it's not perfectly centered? It's off on a skew. And that's not necessarily going to be a problem because I can correct that with my Dremel. What's more important is like we got the aperture there. So let me see, where's my fiber optic cable? Make sure I do this correctly. Because I bought some more fiber optics in case I ran out. Cool. So Evans Designs fiber optic, I guess it's like their master pack set, and the one I'm going to be using. It's going to be their 5mm fiber optic. So I'm just going to cut off a small piece of this, so that way we can get a general idea on how much room we need to drill out the aperture. So it's kind of, is that glue on my fingers? Yeah, it's getting there. So I need to go up one more. So I believe this is a 5x64 Dremel. So I need to go up one more. And the important thing is I got to make sure this aperture fits. Everything right here that can easily be fixed. Whew. Thing's hard. Oh, you mean Studio Ray? Yeah, no, Studio Ray makes great products. I mean, you don't have to ask, you don't have to tell me to buy anything from them. I already know they got good products. Will we buy anything from them? Not anytime soon. I'm fine. I'm happy with what I have so far. All right, so I'm gonna widen this out just a little bit. Can I use putty to fix it? I mean, like I said, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about the aperture here for where the thruster assembly is going to be. It needs to be somewhat centered. It's off by a couple of centimeters to the left. Just ever so slightly, but it's going to be fine. But this is another scenario where I need to commit to drilling all the way through. But it's already going at an angle. So you can already see right here that it's already starting to fatigue the plastic. So I could use electric Dremel. I could keep on going. So I'm going to go the opposite direction and see how far I can go. And then just follow that track. And then get halfway there. And then once I get halfway there, I'm going to hollow this area out just like by a square bracket. so I can get that wire flexibility. But that's not too bad. It's literally, it's off by a couple of centimeters to the left. That's not a problem. Why are you not biting? Just trying to pay attention. See, there goes the there's the exit point right there. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, what's more important is this fits into here, and it's literally almost there. I just gotta widen out the aperture just a little bit more without rushing it. Without rushing it. All right, let me see how this looks so far. Oh, thank you, Star. Like I said, I'll be making the habit to do more live streaming in 2025. I kind of need to because I don't know how consistent I'll be with making content at the regular. I think live streams are good, like buffer. I mean, we still need to go back to work on the Pat Labor model kit. That's going to happen. So, all right. So let's see if this fiber optic fits in there. It should. It's a little resistance. That means that tip right there is off. Let me this is not a sharp snipper. I'll work with it. Perfect. Okay. Okay, the hole is actually the right dimensions of it, but it's warping right here. I don't know why. I need to shave this part off. Yeah, it's warping. It means I have to slightly widen the aperture just a little. Let me bring this in here. Oops, almost lost a fiber. Ooh, I see where the culprit is. Let me just clean that out a little bit. Curious is a great kit. I had a lot of fun working on it. Damn, that was a long time ago. When did that come out? Like 2018? It's a fun kit, man. I mean, the Master Grade Curious. Yeah. Okay, so this is obviously fitting, but it's a little tight in there. So I need to widen up this aperture. So, give you a general idea what I need to do next. I need to cut in a square section right here, so I have that free flexibility. And this is when a power Dremel comes into play. So I'll be using my 1x16 Dremel, and then just cut around it, melt the plastic. Hey, Otaku, glad to catch you on another one. Finally finish my keto white gillet. Now I was working on it. Oh, the white gillet. Such a fantastic armor core. I'm glad you were able to finish it. Wasn't easy, wasn't it? I hope you're excited for the next armor core kits next year, right? Oh man, armor core kits are great. They're not designed to be messed around with. You know, they're strictly designed for you build it, you display it, you leave it alone, admire it. But you really appreciate it more when you paint it, do like your own little weathering. Ugh, so much fun, man. Oops. Ooh, battery's low on this. I gotta work fast. Okay, let's see what we got here. Where are my busted tweezers? So you're probably wondering, like, why am I cutting this, like, in a horizontal way? Well, think about it. You have something that's a connector that has like a very thin wire. You want to make sure it has like a track. So when it's flat here and it moves left and right, you won't create any kind of like wire fatigue. You want that extra frame or the extra space of gap for, like, say, residual wires, or a way to work with the free space. You want to have that extra range there, and when you do it, you won't wear any of the LED wiring. Now, as I'm saying this, did that happen to me? No. I think it's just common sense when you work on something like this, you plan ahead. All right, cool. Blah, blah, plastic. But that's looking good. That's looking really good. Let me try to tighten up a bit over here. How I'm doing on time. Okay. I'm going to use this Dremel real quick. Lightly open up the aperture just ever so slightly. Don't breathe in the microplastic, folks. Let's see if that adjustment helped a little. Am I going to try any more resin kits? I do have plans on working on potentially the Barbatos resin kit. That's my wish list of a resin kit I want to build. As for when I'll be buying it or getting started, hasn't been determined yet. But I got my eyes set to buy, but build another resin kit. Although buying one right now wouldn't be smart for me in a financial perspective. I gotta wait until I take care of all my other responsibilities. But yeah, more resin kits are coming. Yeah, more resin kit builds are coming, without a doubt. Yeah, it's wear and tear. Yeah, because the wire it's very thin. It's very, very thin. And I think that's like the benefit of working with this particular product. But it's also the Achilles heel. I had a similar situation that happened prior when working on the first leg. I thought I stripped a wire, but what it turns out, these wires are so thin and they're not properly twisted to one another, they'll lose a connection. So you have to like solder them together. So you get the flexibility, but you also get the unknown to it as well. All right. How much space do you need? Okay. Star Defender. That sounds familiar. That's the one. That's from It's the Chinese one, right? If I'm not mistaken, that one it's like white with a hint of red. I think I've probably seen it. I haven't. I'm waiting on Burbank to get it in stock. But I think that could be it, right? Okay, so widen out the aperture a little bit more for the fiber optics, so this should fit. It's a tight fit, but as you can see there, it's in there. Forgot this camera doesn't do a good job of like focusing on objects that are super far away. Yeah, there we go. And we got plenty of room in there to rest the fiber optic, not the fiber, but the LED light in there. So let me get in there. So the initial idea, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit with a file. The idea is, like we did with the thruster, is to rest the LED on top of there, and then put the additional excess wire in there like a pancake stack. So that way there's free additional excess wire to work around with it. So. Let me just clean up the excess plastic here. And then we can move on to the next step. Check what time it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking back and forth to my my clock. Right now, I'm getting to the habit of like having our son go to bed a little bit early than later. Plus, I want to spend time with the little guy. I won't be able to spend any time with him tomorrow because of my schedule at work. Just making a little bit more room. Just a little bit more, so nothing doesn't get stuck or pinched. Looks kind of butchered in there, but it's a little bit more cleaner than it was before prior. That's better. Okay, now comes to this part. Now I've already accidentally taken the liberty of already doing some drilling. So here's what I did. Wait, let me think about this. This goes here, right? Wait, is this for the same part? No. This is for something else. That's for the hip. That's something else. Oh, thank goodness. I got more work ahead of me. Okay. So, I'm already seeing some areas on here that I did not clean up. I'm a little disappointed in myself with that. It's okay. I don't think I'll be able to paint these tonight, but if I can get the foundation there set up, that's all that matters. All right. No more serious music. I want to go back to some relaxing stuff. View more. Well, this person has a lot of funk in his library. Go back to some soft jazz. There we go. So, when I originally did this for this leg, I was under the impression that I was going to funnel some wiring through here and then work it here and then work it through there. That wasn't the case at all, which is great, but that still created an issue where I needed to still find a way to funnel that very thin electrical wire from the base here through the middle and into the very top. And it's actually very easy. It's actually very easy. So before we do that, we need to find a reference point. So give me a minute. Let's take this piece out. So what we need to do is take this Dremel. I have a little bit of power left in here, and create an alcove in the center part of this. Not too deep. We want it to be, actually, I'll just draw it out. Not too deep, not too recessive in there, right? I just want to create like a nice little path so that way the wire can have plenty of flexibility. So when I'm going to be creating the alcove, I want to go like in a nice rocky or a nice curve Dremel. If I just do a straight up cut through and through, this will fatigue this part and it will break over time. So you want to try your best to retain as much as the original structural integrity there as you can. Sounds stressful, right? It sounds really stressful. It's not. It's absolutely not. So I'll be using the same kind of Dremel. I believe it's the 1x16 Dremel, and just gonna shave away a little bit. So here we go. First, create a path with it, and then just roll it back and forth. Apply just a little pressure. Okay, once you got that done, then just work with it. Again, we're trying to make a little trench. I think my battery will die on this, so I gotta work a little bit faster. But when you do this, you want to take your time. Don't rush it. As I always say in my videos, take your time, don't rush it, have fun. And if dremeling is not your thing, you can always file it. But make sure when you are filing, you're consistent with it. Okay, so it's looking really good. Yo, Death, thank you for chilling with us, my man. Thank you for hanging out with us. It was great having a conversation with you, my dude. Have a good one. I think tomorrow I'll do another live stream before I head into work. It's gonna be like a small micro stream, probably no more than like 2 hours, maybe an hour or so. I want to stay consistent in making these videos every week, because Lord knows after week number 4 before Christmas, all hell breaks loose. So that's pretty darn close to what I want. I'm just gonna make it just a little bit deeper. Just a little bit. That way it just wraps all around here. Motor ran out of power. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Dang it. Okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. So let me see what I can do with my file, and then we'll try to move on to the next step. I was under the impression there was enough charge in there. Oh well. Yeah, what's going on, Zero? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a wonderful TGIF. Okay. So. Oops. So we got that alcove there. It's pretty darn consistent where the wire is going to sit. So let me put this here, because this is going to be at an angle. It's not going to be perfectly slanted. Damn, I wish I had my Dremel. So we already created the alcove right here, and I believe it'll be fine. But now we need to create another alcove for this part here. Oh yeah. So times like this, I wish I had like a plug-in Dremel. I wonder if I can fast charge it real quick so I can get this part done tonight. Hold on, chat. Let me see if I can charge this up real quick. I just need like 5 minutes. Happens in 5 minutes. Maybe we can get something of a simple charge. In the meantime, I'm gonna try my best to drill through and through with a hand Dremel. That way we can get something started there and then work our way up once it's fully charged or semi-charged. Where would be a good place to order the Master Grade SD Wing Zero Gundam? In the US? Honestly, the top dog that usually gets all that stuff first before everyone else is Gundam USA. Gonna be honest with you. Me personally, I would just look for it on eBay, but you know how the price is gonna be inflated substantially due to the fact that it's a popular item. But if you want someone in the US that's going to get it before all the other companies, Gundam USA will probably be your safest bet. Everyone else usually gets it like 3 or 2 months prior before they do. It's just how it is. That's how I was able to get the Monument. I ordered it from Gundam USA. All right, cool. Let me take this out. And for those who are curious, am I going to be buying that one? No, I still need to work on the Barbatos first. I mean, I've already built the Freedom Gundam. I don't really have an interest in the wing. Yeah, you're welcome, Wolf. Okay. So what I'm going to do is drill 3 holes in advance. So that way when the Dremel is semi-charged, I have something to work with. It's going to take a while. The idea is to drill through and through. So that way you have breathing room. That would have been bad. Take your time. You're funny, Gundam. It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's okay. If anything, that encourages me of buying a backup battery if something like that happens again. This part's time consuming since I'm doing it manually. And it's a thick piece of plastic too, going through and through, so it's fine. Let's see, it's 8:53 now, so we'll check on the battery in 6-7 minutes. And then we'll see how much we can do. But if we don't get done, well, no, we'll get done with the setup tonight for the wiring housing. And then tomorrow I'll be back on here pronto so I can do the installation. It's gonna be a much shorter stream. I don't intend it to do well on viewership on YouTube. But that's not the point. But the point is just, you know, staying consistent with this project. All right, hole number 2. Sick. Yeah, the Freedom Gundam's dope, dude. That is surprisingly a really impressive SD/master grade kit. So much fun building that little guy. It's like a pocket-sized master grade. There's something wrong with that. Ooh, this is cramping up my hand. My goodness. Charge faster, please. God damn it. Oh, Jesus. Charge faster, please. Actually, now I think about it, I was supposed to give my son a bath tonight. Let me check with the missus. Hold on. Does Atreus need a bath tonight? Question mark. Need to check to see if my little guy needs a bath. I mean, to be fair, he was playing in our backyard today. I'm almost certain he needs a bath. Yes, he does. Okay. Okay. Okay, so since the missus said that, we are going to try our best to wrap this up tonight. It is. It absolutely is. It really is. But since this video is live stream and it's going to be archived, you know, my son will look back at this and see what his old man did as a hobby / job / like gig. You know what I mean? James, thank you so much for the dono, my dude. You didn't have to. Always appreciate the talent and knowledge coming up from this man. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much, dude. You didn't have to. Thank you. Yeah. It was a struggle trying to... Man, I wanted to stream like Wednesday, but my shift like ends in the morning time, and my wife can agree with... she can contest to this. They did me dirty. They did me dirty last couple of days. My job has something called VTO, voluntary time off, and when they give that option out to us associates, it's usually a heads up that they have a higher head count and more people will be coming in to work in the facility, so they have to let some people go. I immediately jumped on that because I love getting a solid 8 hours of sleep because I desperately need it. Because, you know, driving there and back, it's a 6 to 5 mile drive. And I'm already like literally falling asleep in between when I'm driving, and it terrifies me. So if I can leave work early, sure, I'll take a hit on the check. But I'd rather be in the safety of my house than be there for my family. So VTO came up. They said that it was coming out. So my schedule when I start, it's 5:30 to 5:30 because of the peak. And I thought I was good. So I would go there at 5:30 to 2:30 in the morning, and I'll be good. I can go home, swing by a Starbucks, get myself a nice venti green iced tea, or maybe a hot tea to keep myself alert. I'm driving home, easy peasy. Was super happy with that. I had one of my floor managers approach me telling like, oh, hey, our records show that you requested a VTO, and but I think you got the time zones confused. I think you got it confused with military time. I'm like, no, it said from 5:30 to 2:30. What does your record show? And he says, oh, well, the record show it's from 5:30 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, so you're telling me that I have to come in on my day off? That doesn't make any sense. So he couldn't do anything for me. And then I had to go to HR, explain my situation, and try to see if they can reverse the request of revoking my my VTO. So that way I'll have to deal with negative negative PTO when I'm working there the next day. So I go to HR, they're like, hey, we see that you requested VTO. Unfortunately, we can't remove it. You already requested VTO. So what we want you to do is sign out, which was 9 o'clock in the evening, and then come back to the facility at 2:30 in the morning, and then finish up your shift from 2:30 to 5:30. So not only that I'm going home early, but they're asking me to go home and come back 6 hours later. Like I said, 6 to 5 mile drive there, another 5 mile back. There's no telling what traffic's going to be like in the morning. So I had to make the bold decision of just sleeping in my car. And I couldn't even sleep in my car because it was like 48 degrees outside. It was cold. I couldn't stay focused. I tried to put on some rain sounds to distract myself because I was like really upset. That worked to a certain degree. But then I realized that I'm going to be here for a long time. I'm just going to watch a movie and distract my brain and see what happens. So before I watched the movie, I watched a couple of podcasts from Star Talk. If you don't know what Star Talk is, it's run by Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is an astrophysicist, and it's also co-hosted with his comedic friend Chuck Nice, but we call him Lord Nice. And they're a wonderful duo. They talk anything, science, space travel, interstellar travel, simple things how we take for granted, such as boiling water or taking in the fascinating aspects of what science can do for our community. Like, he had a fantastic video talking about child development, and he said that whenever you have a child that is banging pots or taking things out of shelves or just wanting to go out and explore, you are fundamentally allowing him to explore his boundaries, right? Having him understand what works, what doesn't work, what intrigues him, what fascinates him. And the moment you become that parent where you like, stop doing that, don't do that, you're essentially jeopardizing his development. And for all we know, he might become the next big astrophysicist. So, point taken, leave your kid alone and let him play around with your stuff. And that's what me and my wife do. If our kid's playing with my game controller, I'll leave him alone. If he breaks it, he breaks it. I can always buy another one. And it's super refreshing just to listen to his podcast because it relaxes me. Because I love science. I love space. I love anything that's space orientated. So after I was done listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, I eventually went back to watching. I went back to watching my all-time favorite sci-fi movie, Interstellar. That movie's like 10 years old now. It doesn't feel like it. But I went back to watching that movie, was it last night or was it the night before? I went back watching it and just fell in love with that film all over again. It's great writing, great pacing, phenomenal visual effects on how a black hole looks. Oh, by the way, already drilled 3 holes through and through, so we're already at the exit point here. Now I need to drill downward. but that wouldn't be advisable because we'll end up having the same situation like this. So what I'm going to end up doing is once my Dremel is done charging, should be done charging halfway, I'm going to create like an alcove here, much like what we did with the neck. It's going to create a nice little alcove here and here, and that'll be just fine. So sit tight. I'm going to go get the Dremel and see what we need to do next. And I'll tell you more what happened with the work afterwards. Oh my God. Seriously, don't work for Amazon in the factory. They're screwing people over. Just saying. Okay, let's see if we got enough power in here. If I can get like 2 bars, I'll be good. But yeah, watch Interstellar, loved it. I killed 3 hours because the film's like 3.5 hours long. And by that time, it was already 2 o'clock, clocked back in, went to my previous station and just put on a random podcast for the remaining 3 hours, and then I went home afterwards. So, you know, it was frustrating. Did you watch the SpaceX rocket launch a couple weeks ago? Oh, you mean the one that landed on the platform, the chopstick platform? Oh, dude, hell yeah. That was freaking awesome. I mean, granted, Elon's a weird man. He's a very weird individual, but the crew that he has that work on those SpaceX engine, it's fantasy brought into reality, man. It's so cool. I love it. I love it. I kind of miss it when they did the SpaceX launches here in California. I really do miss those. But now SpaceX has moved to Texas, right? And to be fair, you know, California it's not for everyone. It really isn't. All right, how much power do I have on this? I got 2 bars. We're going. Okay. Again, we need to create an alcove here. Let me get a little closer here. And do this. And I'll get into explain what else happened with work. Oh, a lot of excess plastic in there. Lots of plastic. Oh, looks like it diverted a little. So one thing you gotta be careful when working with power Dremels. If you don't pay attention to where you're drilling, you'll be way off your mark. And that's what's kind of happening right now. So I have to overcompensate for my error of judgment. Apologies for the wee noise. I'll clean this up. Okay, that's there. Okay, now I gotta create an alcove right here. This part's it's kind of dangerous, so don't do what I'm doing. Just take your time. I mean, I'm not saying I cut myself with a Dremel. I've nicked myself. Okay. Whew, we got lucky. We got lucky. All right. Yeah, so back to what happened with work. So I leave there tired, mentally, physically fatigued, broken, a hollow man. But you know what? After everything was said and done, I looked forward to coming home to my family. They are instrumental to my sanity. Absolutely. So the moment I get home, I get to that front door, head on pillow, sleep for... Actually, I didn't sleep yesterday. I woke up, after I got back from work, I went straight into the living room, turn on the Xbox, hit up my close friend, and say, hey, you're up to playing some Dragon Ball Sparking. It had nothing to do with just like relieving stress or frustration. I like playing that game. I like playing fighting games. And he was nice enough to oblige to spend a couple of minutes with me playing that game. And man, time goes by fast when you're playing that game. Oh my God. But I came home a broken man, very tired and very unsettled, because what's concerning me the most with this job is they're looking for every facet to fire people for something as simple that was wrong on their end, but they want to play it off as if like, no, you messed up. And the reason why I say that is because when my wife used to work there, she was fired around this time of the year. And that part has not escaped my mind ever since. So when I should be thinking about how I'm going to have fun with my family during the holidays, what I'm going to do with my kid for his Christmas gifts, or gifts to give for my in-laws and my friends. Nope, I'm thinking about how long are they going to keep me here until they axe me. And the truth of the matter is, they can do it anytime. Anytime. So I have to be smart when I'm working there for as long as I can. And 3 years is like the max. That is the max I'll be staying with that company. After that, I'm moving on. I was supposed to leave this year, but, you know, rising in costs, food's becoming more expensive, bills are starting to get really out of hand. And then also, I'm driving a car that's like 25 years old with over 238,000 miles to it, and the engine's like starting to fail. I need to take advantage of this holiday peak season to get that extra dinero. So yeah, it is what it is. I stick with landscaping, working for a couple overlords instead of anyone else. Hell yeah. New Type should give you a job. I work for New Type technically as part of their sponsor, but they are located in San Diego? Could be wrong. I mean, I don't know if I would feel comfortable working in a warehouse or another warehouse. I don't know. I would love to work for like some kind of like movie production, working on movie props or something. I don't know. Something where I can still do what I'm doing now, like for YouTube, and go to a job that I like legit look forward to going to. But even that it's rare. It's freaking rare. And don't think that'll happen to me. Don't think that'll happen to me. But we'll see. I've been proven wrong before. I mean, it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm not open-minded. No, that's not the case at all. Uh-oh. Dug a little too deep to the sun. So, let's take a look what we have so far. So, we've already drilled a hole, which needs to be cleaned up a little. Let me clean it up a bit, Chad. Hold on. Let me clean it up a little bit. Not happy how the aperture looks. A little sloppy for my taste, but it got the job done. I say do it, Hydro. I mean, the way how things are now, you can do it. Okay, so, Jesus Christ. Let me clean up this excess plastic. Wow, 3 hours went by that fast. Fudge me, man. Let me just clean out the access plastic. Okay, so let's see what we have here, and then we're gonna do a test wire to see where everything sits now. Ooh, it's already loose right now. I'm a little concerned with that. I think we should be. I think we're fine. It's still stiff. Let me recenter it. Oops. Wrong side. Okay. Where did I go wrong? Ah, sorry. Sorry, chat. Dang, not deep enough? I mean, not deep enough. Let me round this off just a little bit here. Oh, I had it. All right, so I'm gonna use a test wire. Give you guys an idea what we're working with, and then see if we need anything to compromise. And like I said, what we don't finish tonight, I'll be back on stream tomorrow morning. And that way the reference is there for you guys. So we already created the alcove, and we created the through and through part. So how did I do this last time? So this part's kind of it's nerve-wracking. Now I'm starting to remember why I freaked out. So we're gonna go this way. So goddamn. This part always freaks me out because it needs to be perfectly centered, and you don't want to finagle this too much because it's already catching onto something in there. I'm starting to think if I should just do a through and through drill. Hold on. Okay. Let me try marching backwards on this. Here and here. Twist the wire. I mean, the wire will be much thinner, so that's good. Yo, catch you later, Gundam Nut. Let me just try to get this part done. Okay. So through. I'm starting to think that I need to modify something here. That should have been a through and through, but let's give it a shot. Just need to line it up. Yeah, I'm already feeling some tension there. I gotta sand down that alcove just a little bit more because it's catching on to something with the wire. I can feel it. I'm gonna try to go the other way and see if the same thing happens here. I see the wire. Okay. Just gonna keep pushing, and there it is. And get my tweezers. Where's my tweezers? Like I said before, this part will be a lot easier with a thinner wire. What does that say? We'll no more in he's fall asleep. Low battery. Oh, got you, baby. I got you. I'm sorry. Cool. So it worked. So we got the alcove here, right? And then we got that free range of motion. See how it doesn't impact on the wire at all? It's in there just fine. As long as this is perfectly, see, it just got loose. As long as this is like perfectly centered, which means I think I might have to glue some parts of this. Should be good. Let me just pry this open a little. Tweezers, come to my aid. Just gonna line that up here, put a little pressure there, and then that way you guys can get context from this. Oops. And we'll do the wiring of the LED tomorrow. We'll do that. That'll give me time to get everything prepped. But that is essentially what you want. That's literally what you want in a nutshell. Oops, sorry, that goes in here. So now that that's through and through, connect that here. So with that extra trench or that alcove in the middle, when you're pivoting it, nothing's compromising. See, you still get plenty of range of motion on both sides. So when you give your wire just a little bit more extra slack, you got plenty of room right there, and that's it. Simple as that. Time consuming, yes, I would agree. Okay, so that's done for the ankle for the thrusters. Now we need to talk about this part. Now this is where it gets kind of tricky. And in many ways, it gets really kind of hard too. So dremeling is going to be required. So we need to drill a hole through this basin right here, and then we're going to mark this down so we can get ready to do this tomorrow. I need a silver marker. Yes, I got a silver marker. Good old Sharpie. So. Going to be drilling a hole through here, right? So let's just mark that down. Boop, 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 boop. And then this is going to go up the trench, and we're going to need to drill, drill. We need to hollow out a alcove right there, and then we're going to bend it a couple degrees to give the impression like where the wire is going to travel. So we're going to be creating an alcove right here, until we get to the exit point here. So this area is hollow. This is where you want to keep all the like residual wiring there, so everything has plenty of breathing room. Same thing here. Once we got all that extra excess wire there, we're going to be creating an alcove here, and here. So what we can do, I mean, if you guys want to use this as a frame of reference, you can take a photo of this right now or just save this in the time index. You can see that there. We can create the alcove right now, or we can wait until tomorrow, so that way everything can be seamless all together. But let me know, guys. Should we stop here and then come back to this tomorrow morning, or you want me to do this now and get things prepared for tomorrow? Let me know. But other than that pretty much wraps up what we can do for tonight, because this next part, getting to these ball joint hip joint part area, this gets kind of hard, but a little complex, because we have to take this wire here, funnel it through here, and then install a female connector in which that'll connect to this part of this leg. And that should take, I don't know, more than like 30 minutes of installation time. Shouldn't take that long, but this will give me opportunity to, get these pieces painted, right? Get these pieces painted. So what I could do is get this part prepared for tomorrow. I think I should. Yeah, let me just do that real quick. How much room do I have here? So much like how I did with the foot, same thing has to be done with this part here. Need to create a trench. So let's do that. Let's mark it. Let me just mark it here, center it. Cool. So gotta create a trench in between there. The part that I'm concerned is, I'm not sure if I went through the exact same thing. In doing this, how much am I gonna lose of this part? I'm gonna lose this peg here, creating that alcove there, but it should be fine once everything's, you know, locked into place. You know, let's do it while I have the time. Okay, I'm not gonna snap this all the way together. I just need to create like a trench, so that way when this sits in here, it has something to follow through. That, wait, did I do this right? Oh no, I did it wrong. Wow. That's gonna cost me. Shoot. Oh, that's right. When I was working on this part, I mistaken it for this one. That's why this part's drilled out. Damn. This is a problem. This could fundamentally break. But it's a dense enough piece of plastic, so I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. I don't want to make any mistakes tonight. So let me do this. I'm gonna create this alcove here. We'll come back to this tomorrow. And then we'll wrap up the stream for tonight. So here's a good example why I wouldn't recommend using a Dremel. It superheats the plastic when it builds up a lot of like condensation here. That can work to your favor when it comes to cutting the plastic, because you're working with the momentum and the heat to give you a nice clean cut. However, if you're not familiar with the concept of it, you'll create mistakes. So I've been doing this for a while. I've gotten quite comfortable with it. So hole number one, see, builds up plastic there, just remove it. Would not recommend this technique. I just gotten comfortable with doing this for a long time. Okay, now they got that. And so chiseling it away. Remove that excess plastic. It's still warm, so I can still work with it. Clean up the excess plastic here so that it's a nice cohesive trench, so nothing doesn't get stuck or snag on there. And then I'm gonna go in there with a file. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a little sloppy. So. It's okay. Okay, good enough. That's it. Just clean up the plastic a little. As long as the trench is semi-wide enough and it doesn't compromise the not plastic, but the wiring, this will do just fine. Okay, so that's essentially what I want. Again, I'll clean this up a little bit more tomorrow. But the idea is to have it go inside here, run the wire through this part right here, and then that way it can go down. But since you have like this trench, you still get a good range of motion, and that's what you want. So the last thing I'll do with the Dremel is hollow this part out. I'll use the other one. So I'm going to lose this peg here. I'm going to lose this, but this will be structurally sound as long as this part's here and this part's here. Just trying to create a path in which the wire can work its way through instead of having to fight with anything. Okay. And I did say I was going to put this off till tomorrow, but since I'm already like here, I might as well just do it and get it over with. Again, trying to create a trench, not trying to cut through the plastic that will structurally compromise it. Okay. Trying to get the excess plastic off. Okay. Okay. Almost done. All right. So it's not deep enough, but the proof of concept is there. So let's see. Yeah, I can see it. It's very subtle, but once I get the pieces fully secured in there and clean this part out, the trench is like literally right there. So that means the wire, when this is properly positioned, the wire can just go like through here and drop down. So on a positive note, we did get that part done. So let me do one more part and then I'll get everything set up for tomorrow. Going to use the markers that we made here to create the little trench. So we have our placement for tomorrow's stream. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. Get in there with the X-Acto blade, clean those areas out just a little bit more. All right, that's going to be it for tonight, my dudes. We made incredible progress. So tomorrow, I'm going to try to get back on here. Oof, a lot of dust particles here. Oof, bro. A lot of dust particles. Oh my gosh. Wish my air filter was working properly, but it's not. Okay. So we got everything prepared for tomorrow for, all the electrical work. The one thing I need to do is I'm going to need to drill a hole through here and then create, let me just mark this here for tomorrow, create like a nice little square hole for the extra wire. And then that'll be ready for tomorrow. Other than that, that's going to be it. That's going to be it for tonight. But I'll try to get back on here tomorrow for about 2 hours, give or take. 2 hours. I can't do the 3 or the 4 hour stream because I have to report in work a little bit early. It's Friday and traffic is absolutely ridiculous around this time of the year. So I got to get there at work at least an hour and 30 minutes early. But thank you guys so much for chilling with me. I had a wonderful time and wonderful time talking to new people that are here. Once again, thank you so much for the donos. Truly do appreciate that. Thank you for subscribers that came onto this live stream tonight, or in this case, it's probably the morning time from everywhere else around the world. Yeah, Yeah, I didn't imagine I was going to get a lot done tonight, but we did. You can't doubt that the progress that we made on this kit, it just looks absolutely incredible. Damn, this is look awesome. I haven't even done any panel lining yet. It's gonna look great, man. Anyway, I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna spend some time with my son. But seriously, thank you guys so much for chilling with me. Had a wonderful time. Wonderful experience. But as always, be good to yourself. Have a wonderful TGIF, and I will see you dudes and dudettes. And also, new subscribers and whatnot on the next build. Take care, my dudes. Have a good one.